the faith people need, the faith that when you're open and you have an intention, something will happen. Well, I guarantee you, if you don't pick up the phone, you are already rejected.
So I'll give you one story of one collaboration.
Okay.
I like working with people, and I'm a sole entrepreneur, so I need short-term partnerships to do that.
Yes.
This year, I put it out there, universe, I'm looking for collaboration. Phone calls started coming in. I didn't pick up the phone. The phone calls started coming in. So I have an event that I created, a training event with a very dear friend of mine. And the day we finished and we're ready to talk about launching, he got diagnosed with cancer for the third time.
Oh, that's hard.
He is hospitalized, very bad, very bad. And so he's still talking with me. I'm the thing this is keeping him going.
Wow.
Right. So when he's not down and out, he picks up the phone. So, and I'm like, what do you want me to do next? I've got it. Right. And I'm putting it out there on a shared drive. Well, now it's like, Gail, just bring it forward. If I can show up, I will. If I can't, I won't. Just bring it forward. So what am I doing? I'm making a list of all of my contacts. And am I going to sell to them? No, I'm just going to connect with them. Right? Just going to connect.
Something will happen, right? And I think this is the faith people need, the faith that when you're open and you have an intention, something will happen. I liken it to like a Freudian slip. You know, a Freudian slip is when you mean to say one thing and I'm saying, I hate my mother, right? But why does that happen? It happens because your mind is so fixated on an idea, it keeps slipping into your language, into your ideas, into your concept, because your mind is obsessed with it. So instead, why don't you use that for ourselves? Let's have the intention that I need a collaborator, I need a friend, I need whatever it is. And that will seep into your language, your conversations. And if the person you're talking to has some aspect of that is relevant for them, they'll provide the missing piece. Because that's just how conversations work. They go in different directions spontaneously, and you make an offer, so they'll wrap that offer with their own thing. And if it fits, it fits. And if it doesn't, it was just an interesting topic and you move on.
Exactly.
But if you don't have that conversation, I guarantee you one thing, nothing will happen.
You know, I think you're right.
It's guaranteed. Especially, this is my favorite way of talking to salespeople who are afraid to pick up the phone. Well, I guarantee you, if you don't pick up the phone, you are already rejected. If you pick up the phone, you have a 50-50 shot. Maybe they'll be nice, maybe they'll be mean. But if the phone stays on the hook, you've lost the sale already. So up to you.
So here's a belief breaker. I used to believe I don't do cold calls. Like I said, I used to work for motivational speakers. And I had this one person that I was working for, and she had a list. She said, I need to fill up the room. And I'm like, fuck. Right?
Not an easy task.
Right. Well, she gave me the list of a company that did motivational speaking that I used to work for.
Oh, okay.
So I have a conversation piece.
Okay.
Right. So I called. Do you know that the room was so full, the police came and told her she had to kick people out? She was over capacity.
That's a high quality problem right there.
Right. So
maybe we all have high quality problems like that.
What was the key? I had a common denominator that I could comfortably hold the conversation on.
This is it, right? It's not forcing people, it's not manipulating people, it's not tricking people, it's not being sleazy or slimy. It's just having a good, pleasant conversation, and then enough offers of something within that conversation that if they pick up on it, something comes, and if they don't, nothing comes. Either way is better. No big
and it's,
deal.
hey guys, I'll let you know. Let me know next time. It's like, okay, I'll put you down for the next time.
That's all. When I started coaching, I had a very similar story. I had no idea how to sell anything because I was just naive and went behind the zip about everything. So what I ended up doing is I ended up asking my friends who were all, in different industries, but, placed sort of, shall we say, medium to low in the industries, right? Anyways, I asked them if I could just call them and talk them through what coaching is, just to kind of clarify my mind. And if they didn't understand something, they could ask me questions, because I didn't know how to talk about coaching at the time. And so it was a favor to me. I'll talk to them about coaching, and then they'd ask me questions to clarify and so on. So I could figure out what is I'm really offering to people? What is it people actually want, right? Blew my mind. I ended up talking to one of my friends and going on about, ask some questions and so on and so on. And at the end of it, he said, wow, you know what? Thank you. I really enjoyed that. How much do you say you charge? He wanted to hire me right there. I had no intention to sell him. He's a friend, right? But because I all I wanted was just to practice talking about it without stumbling on my words or figuring out, but also filling out what he responded, what he enjoyed. And the sale happened accidentally.
Right.
Let's have more happy accidents, right?
Right. Right. Exactly.